Again, a very powerful movement with the knees onto the noodle, on the shin bone. Keep it brisk and on the go. So keep the tummy pulling in, keep the head down, buttocks squeeze. When you take out the legs, go far out with the legs and in. Try kiss the knees to the nose. Bring the knees into the nose. All the way in on the exhale. And focus that you are using your buttocks muscles to take the noodle out. Take a break in between. Don't rest too long. And we go, we lift up. Keep the tummy pulling in and keep the movement very brisk with the exhale coming in. Focusing, concentrating, working from the center, not hyperextending your elbows as you work. Sometimes when we get tired in the tummy, we tend to work into the joints, which will be the elbow joint. So always relax the elbows and shoulders, and your tummy will work more. From there, we take the noodle out. Place the noodle in the hands to the ceiling, right knee into the chest, left leg in, and this movement with one leg bent in, reaching up, cross over to the opposite knee that's bent. You're doing a crunching movement up to the opposite knee that's bent. Then change. Try fix the hip alignment. Don't let the hip lift off the floor on the straight leg side. It's a very isolating type of exercise. Changing sides about 5 to 8 times, lower lifting the legs, up and down. Reaching. Keeping the alignment nice and soft of the elbow and the shoulders. Reaching over to the bent knee, lower lift to the straight leg. It's an inhale and an exhale as you lift the leg. Try work from the center with control. Take a break in between before we do another set. Keeping the shoulders soft as you lift up from the tummy. Right leg out, left knee in, cross over, crunching up and down, keeping the tummy as you exhale up, changing side, and reach to the right leg. Keep the tummy pulling in, keep reaching the left leg out. We change straight leg crossover. This is lower lift the leg, keep the upper body still as the leg lower lift. And then when you change, try keep the hips square. Change to the other leg, lower lift, keeping the hip alignment square and the upper body reaching the noodle to the ceiling. Relaxing the head back. Just feel the shoulder line soften, feet out to the floor. Curling up, reaching the noodle over the feet. Give it a stretch. From there, onto the knees. And we take the noodle from your back to the edge of the mat with the hands on the floor and the noodle under the bridge of the foot. This movement, it can be quite onto the bridge of the foot, so make sure you're comfortable position with your feet. On the elbow position, this is our bridge position, a bit more intermediate with the noodle under the feet, keeping the tummy. Make sure the inner thigh is holding, the neck and shoulder line soft. And again, pull the navel to the spine as you hold. Give a stretch forward for a break. 3 to 5 seconds stretch. Then back into the position. Prepare. Pull navel to spine, then lift the knees up. One leg off. Holding for 3 to 5 breaths. Then change legs. And take a break in between. Make sure again it's quality and not quantity. So you're holding for as long as you know you can control the movement. If you get tired, take a little bit longer break, but rather do it properly. We place ourselves in the position again, holding, keep the neck and shoulders long. Try keep the power into the tummy and the butt. Don't hang too much on the shoulders. Then give a stretch in between so that we can be ready for the next one. Natural breathing. We're lifting up the one leg, reaching long thigh out, And then change, try not to move the hips, not to move the noodle, and give a break in between, stretching out. Feel the neck and shoulders relax as you stretch. Still keep the tummy navel to spine as you hold your stretch position. From there, we go into the position again, lifting up. So make sure you're working from the center. When you lift, keep the inner thighs. Holding. You can try and make the breath longer with each set that you do. Then go straight into one leg off and the other leg off. So you're challenging yourself. Give a stretch forward. Holding for 5 to 10 breaths, and then one leg off, another leg off is always a challenge. We lie on the side now with the feet onto the noodle, into our side plank pose with the feet on the noodle. Lifting up, make sure your elbow is under your shoulder and the arm straight on the hip. Keeping your neck and shoulder alignment, holding the rib cage. Go down for a break from 3 to 5 seconds. So we work with quality and not quantity, and keeping all the time thinking what the posture looks like, keeping the buttocks up as high as you can, keep the inner thighs, and keeping the breathing. It's always good to actually count your breath, so 3 to 5 good deep breaths. Lifting up, holding for the breath. Make sure with each exhale you pull the navel more into the spine, and on the inhale keep the tummy. And reaching out again, keep the shoulder line soft and keep the forearm pressing into the mat as you lift. Keep reaching the spine long like a ruler. Keep a long spine. From there we'll change sides. Working neat and with control will make you work harder from your center. So keep the movement nice and clean and neat. On the forearm, lifting the butt up, hand at the side, keep reaching, long spine out. Again, focusing on which side feels stronger than the other side, and work harder on the side that feels like it's more difficult by keeping your alignment and your posture more. And reaching out again, press into the forearm as you lift. Try keep the butt as high as possible. Try not to move the noodle. And when you place down, don't just collapse. Try keep the control on the way down as well. So focus when you start to keep the neck and shoulder alignment long, lifting up, holding the tummy, keeping it long. Keep the rib cage contracted, keep the arm on the hip very soft, and focus on the feet. If you flex the feet more, you can work more into the buttocks and inner thigh, pressing the heels away, keeping the movement, keeping the breath. Try stay as still as possible, and down. From there, both feet on, reaching down to the noodle, grabbing on, just give the back a stretch. And from there, we place the noodle for me at the back. We're going to go to the other side again. Get the comfortable position on the foot, lifting up. Now the one leg lifts off, keeping this movement. Try keep your butt up as you lift the leg up. Try not to drop the butt with the breath, and keep both feet on, then slowly down. Change sides, because to do too much on one side is not quality. It's going to be too much quantity and not properly done. So we change in between. We're lifting up. Lift the top leg up. Hold again for 3 to 5 short, and holding the breath as much as you can. Leg doesn't have to lift up too much. When you place both feet on again, try not to drop the butt. It's important to keep the line. Keep it nice and clean. Lying on the back, Just keep the feet off the noodle, knees into the chest, hands at the side. Let's stretch the back out to the side. Knees to the left, look to your right, and stretching the back sideways. The back has worked very hard now, so really take care when you do change legs that you don't pull into your back, but just relax the back and still work with the navel to spine. And change. Look away from the knees. As the knees go to the one side, look away from the knees. And look away, reaching nice long arms out. Still keep navel to spine. Grab the knees into the chest when you sit up. Place the noodle to the side. From there we'll do some stretches. Right leg in front, straightening out the spine against the straight leg. Feel the back stretch and the back of the leg stretch. Pull the toe towards your nose, towards the shin bone. The head goes down to the knee and feel the stretch more into the back. Then change sides. Focus on the line of the legs, straight legs. Eyes are down, keep the foot down on the floor, then you lift the toe up and feeling the stretch in the back of the hamstring of the front stretch leg more. Still remain good posture. We take the legs down, changing sides again. Bend the front leg, and this is to stretch out the hip of the leg behind you. Really get the stretch. Then straighten the leg in front as you straighten both legs out and bend the front leg again. Keep the movement nice and flowing so the muscle keeps warm and going. Helps to get more of a stretch into the thigh. From there we change sides. Step the foot very, very far forward, so not too small movement. So the knee is a 90-degree bend. Straighten the front leg and then bend the leg, keeping the neck and shoulder line long as you reach out the straight leg, and bend. Feel the hip stretch of the back leg and relax the shoulders. Still pull navel to spine, sitting up in the back. This is the end of this workout. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Until next time, stay healthy and stay fit.